Yo, welcome back to Military Bread, where we talk all things military. Well, majority at least. I'm your host, Patrick Montgomery, aka Mont, and today we're tackling a major story that's sending shockwaves through the federal workforce and the veteran community. We're talking about the recent purge that has seen around 1,000 VA employees lose their jobs. Now, according to detailed reports from military.com, a sweeping federal reorganization has resulted in a sudden layoff of approximately 1,000 employees at the Department of Veteran Affairs. Now, these cuts are a part of what officials describe as an effort to streamline operations and to reduce the overhead costs. And now it's sparking a fierce debate about the future of veteran care in America. But what does this really mean? And let me break that down for you. This isn't just about the numbers. It's about the real people who have dedicated years of service to support our veterans. And now with the sudden departure, the question on everyone's mind is, how will this impact the quality and the timeliness of care for our veterans? But to fully understand the implication, we need to look at the context. Now, the federal government has been under pressure to cut costs and increase efficiency for quite some time. But the proponents of the purge argue that these layoffs are necessary to eliminate redundant roles and to modernize the VA operations. Now, according to officials, by trimming what they consider excess staffing, the department can now focus on resources such as, critical care services and technological upgrades. But however, critics counter this narrative by pointing out 1,000 positions were not just administrative. They were the backbone of the system designed to support our nation's heroes. Now, veterans often rely on these employees for everything from scheduling appointments, and even managing benefits, offering, critical support during challenging times. But imagine, trying to navigate the system that's already complex and bureaucratic, only to have fewer hands on deck to help through this. This isn't just about, budgets, but it's a decision that can affect the well-being of those that serve. But let's bring in some perspectives. On paper, cutting costs is always attractive to the government officials. But when you remove 1,000 experienced professionals, you risk creating bottlenecks that could undermine service delivery, leading to longer wait times and potential gaps in care. But clearly, there's a strong divide here. On one side, there's an argument for, increased efficiency and modernization. But on the other, human concern for veterans might be caught in a crossfire of these sweeping cuts. Now, historically, similar government reforms have had mixed outcomes. For instance, in the past, modernization within federal agencies have often led to transitional challenges. Now, during those periods, there were reports of administrative backlogs and a decrease in employee morale, issues that directly affect their service quality. But one of the main concerns now is whether the VA will be able to maintain its current level of service with a significantly reduced staff. With 1,000 fewer employees, the risk of increased wait times for critical services looms at large, and the administrative workload on the remaining staff could be unsustainable. But this raises a crucial question. Is this promise of a leaner, more efficient VA worth the potential risk? And how would this move affect the very people who depend on these services every day? But will we see innovative solutions that streamline processes without sacrificing care quality? Or will the removal of experienced personnel lead to longer wait times and a decline in service? It's a situation that calls for careful observation and a robust debate. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about the massive federal worker purge? Do you believe that it's necessary and a step forward towards modernization? Or is it a risky move that could jeopardize the care of our veterans so desperately need? But please leave your thoughts down in the comments or whatever. And if you found this video insightful, please give me a thumbs up and share this with your friends or any veteran that you may know. And I will continue to give you guys information on what's going on in our government, because, man, this Trump administration is going crazy. But until next time, thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, military bread, let's eat.